will not read any book in 2023.
What? Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
And a very happy new year. मेरी ये न्यू ईयर की फर्स्ट वीडियो है. We both are doing a lot better and so we are here.
So आज की वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं the 5 things that we'll stop doing in 2023 because enough is enough. So let's get started.
Number 1 is reading a lot of books. अब हमें सबको पता है, everyone shares on Instagram कि books पढ़ना, how important it is. इतनी साल में books करनी है, 12 books पढ़नी है, 24 books पढ़नी है, महीने में 2 books पढ़नी है. ये सब हमारे targets होते हैं या ambitious targets I would say. I also had these targets और last year मैंने सिर्फ पढ़ी 3 किताबें.
I think मैंने पिछले 10 साल के अंदर बहुत सारी books पढ़ी है. Like I think over 100 books on self help, right? So self improvement, self help. But the biggest problem is पिछले 8 साल के अंदर मैंने implement कुछ करा नहीं था. Until we were actually coming to Canada when I implemented my first book which is Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk जिससे हमने YouTube channel बनाया था. अब तुमने थोड़ा सा बता कि like what's that one book that you'll not read but you'll implement that? Like what's that one thing that you'll do?
I think 2 books I would say. One is the 5 AM Club because I want to get in the zone of where I wake up early, implement it, अपना time ठीक से division हो. The second is I recently completed the YouTube formula. Daryl Evans talk about how YouTube, like we know we had idea of some, but it was good to learn these things and how to grow yourself. So these are the 2 books that I am gonna stick by it and probably reread some of these things to be sure that what I'm doing is right and I'm going in the right direction.
I actually read a book called 100 Million Offers on the last day of 2022 and I'll be implementing what I learned from that book. It's a book by Alex Hormozi. He's a newfound hero for me, to be honest, and I think I'll be implementing and creating a platform on financial literacy based on his book. So I think it's all about action for this year. So we'll not be reading a lot of books this year, but we'll be implementing whatever books that we have read, and that would be the first thing that we'll stop doing, reading more books and doing more action.
Number 2 is setting a 2023 goal. आप क्या कहना चाहोगे इस बारे में?
So I think it's important to set goals. We are not saying we'll stop setting a goal. We did set ourselves a goal. For example, I'm a mortgage agent. I did over 100 deals last year. I can set a goal of doing 200 deals this year. But I think we have come to a stage where short-term goals are not enough. We need to also plan what we are going to do in the next 5 years. So for instance, for me, in the next 5 years, I want to be someone of influence in the personal, finance space, and not just someone on influence, B2C, which is, on YouTube, but someone, of influence in the business world as well, in the sense that, I could influence some of the political decisions. And, मेरे को नहीं पता ये हो पाएगा कि नहीं हो पाएगा, but, this is just an ambition where I can influence political decisions as well. For example, I don't know, being a president of Mortgage Professional Corporation, where I am part of the policy making when it comes to, I'm not saying I want to be in politics, but what I'm saying is that, I want to be, influencing those decisions in the next 5 years. And we are setting goals like that and taking steps to reach those 5 years goals while, we reach our 1 year, 2 year goals as well. And that would be the second thing that I'll at least, do less, setting a short-term goal. तू बता?
मेरा बताऊं? Okay, so for me, I didn't know this and हम लोगों ने बहुत recently अपने से question पूछा कि where do I see myself in 5 years? So I really want to be in the tech speaking zone. I want to, I love what I do and I want to, be the best at it. So that's my long-term goal कि 5 years में हाँ, just get civil.
Ooh,
she's the
hot
tech
shot tech speaker.
Yeah, so I want to be there. The path, I don't know, I'm still figuring out what the path towards it. So I'm taking like step by step, one day at a time on to that goal.
And do let us know in the comments what you think is your 5-year goal, because when you pen it down ना, जब आप लिखते हो तो वो ना एक कमिटमेंट है. जैसे मैंने ये वाली चीज जो बोली है, मैंने किसी को नहीं बोली है, पहली बार मैं कैमरा पे बोल रहा हूँ ये वाली चीज. सिमरन को मैंने एक बार ये मेंशन करी थी, बट दिस इज एक्चुअली द फर्स्ट टाइम एंड इट्स कमिटेड, राइट? ये वीडियो हमेशा रहेगी, चाहे मैं करूँ या ना करूँ. आई डोंट नो व्हाट पीपल आर थिंकिंग राइट नाउ व्हेन आई से दिस. थोड़ा बहुत ऐसे भी लगता है, छोटा मुंह बड़ी बात टाइप लगती है, इंपोस्टर सिंड्रोम भी फील हो रहा है ये बोलते हुए, बट इट्स ऑल अबाउट पुटिंग इट आउट देयर एंड just
And
seeing if you can do it, right?
In 5 years, when we watch this video, we'll say, oh, the 5 year, 5 year previous, the 35-year Navjot was talking bullshit.
हो ही सकता है, right? But I think it's important to pen it down so that you are able to, work towards those goals, and that's what we'll start doing, and we'll stop, making those short-term, 1 week, 1 month, January में क्या होगा, February में क्या होगा, वो वाले जो short-term goals होते हैं ना, that we'll stop doing and we'll think long-term.
Yeah.
The third thing that we will stop doing, and I would highly recommend, and that's counterintuitive to my profession, is thinking that real estate is the only way to make money.
तो इसका मतलब हम real estate में invest नहीं करने वाले हैं?
I don't think ऐसा हो सकता है, लेकिन what I'm saying is that I think I'll be, and both me and Simran will be focusing more on our business. Because if we invest in ourselves, and I'm not talking about, reading books like we said in our first point, I'm talking about taking coaching, taking mentorship, spending money on buying courses, spending money on our self-improvement by learning from others who have walked our shoes. Like I have a coach for US investing now. So it's not like we'll not be investing in real estate, but we'll be disproportionately investing more on ourselves and our business, because I think if we put $1 in our business and ourselves, we can get $10, which is not the case in real estate. So I think, and that's something which is counterintuitive because I'm a mortgage agent, but the biggest return that in my view anyone can get, in terms of money, is if you invest that $1, $10, $100, $100,000 into yourself. And that's what we'll start doing. And without thinking that, okay, real estate, is there, but that's not a wealth building tool, that's a wealth preservation tool. जिसका मतलब ये है कि हम जो पैसे कमा रहे हैं अपने में इन्वेस्ट करके, हमारे बिजनेस से जो पैसे आ रहे हैं, वो सारे पैसे हम एसेट्स के अंदर डाल रहे हैं ताकि उससे पैसिव इनकम आए फॉर फ्यूचर, सो हमारा फ्यूचर सिक्योर हो जाए. बट जस्ट थिंकिंग कि हम रियल एस्टेट में पैसे इन्वेस्ट करेंगे एंड हमें बहुत सारे पैसे आने शुरू हो जाएंगे, आई थिंक अ लॉट ऑफ यू हु हैज डन द मैथ ऑन दिस, इट डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट. It's about generating passive income for future real estate, but investing in yourself would give a lot more return in the short term.
So what about people who are working in real estate? Like for example, jinka full-time job he is investing and churning that. So counterintuitive ho gaya, right?
Actually no, because you have to learn that, right? Okay. So for example, you're a mortgage agent, you're a realtor, that's active income. So you are into real estate, you are selling real estate, but that's because you learned a high value skill.
Okay.
Same way if you're flipping houses to make money, which this market is not the market for that, but you're flipping houses, you have to learn that first. Mm-hmm. You have to learn burr, you'll have to learn, how to make money. And I think that's again investing in yourself. Okay. And learning that skill rather than, I think.
Full points. Okay, next one. This is the big one. The fourth thing that we'll stop doing is prioritizing wealth over health. अब we are in our 30s and वो कहते हैं ना, your health is your wealth. वो चीजें अभी तक समझ नहीं आई थी, लेकिन अब अच्छे से समझ में आ गई हैं. We are still in our early 30s and we can change and turn this wheel कि we prioritize our health first. And this is a big lesson for me. कि हेल्थ है तो सब कुछ है, नहीं तो कुछ नहीं.
कोई फायदा नहीं है इतने सारे पैसे कमा के. yes. ये हमने पिछले 3 साल में बहुत बड़ी गलती करी है. दैट एंड आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट वी हैव डन something wrong by investing in ourselves so that we can make more money. Right. But I think this is a miss. We should not be doing only that. So I would highly recommend that you learn from our mistakes, that you don't just invest into building more money for yourselves, but also keep an eye on the health factor. That's one thing that I would not want anyone to learn from us,
100%.
Because that's something that is we are not proud of, right? And that's something that we'll stop doing. We'll focus equally on health while we are building ourselves, and it doesn't matter if it takes us, instead of 1 year, 2 years or 3 years to reach where we are on the wealth platform, but I think as long as we are healthy in 3 years, we'll be much happier.
Yes. A few days ago I saw someone's post New Year ke around resolution. So someone said ki instead of the New Year resolutions, choose your word for the new year.
Yeah, and actions, right? Instead of resolutions, have actions.
So for me this year, health is kind of my top word for for this year. I really want to work on that. The fifth thing that we'll stop doing is trading our time for money. अभी हम इस स्टेज में है कि whatever we work, जो हमारी 9 to 5, मेरी जो 9 to 5 जॉब है, वो I get money in terms of that. And same as with Navjot is actively involved in his mortgages. अगर वो मॉर्गेज नहीं करेगा तो पैसे नहीं आएंगे.
जैसे पिछले 2 हफ्ते मैं बहुत बीमार था. If I'm not doing calls, I'm losing clients, right? So if I work for 1 hour, I'll get the output for that. If Simran works in a 9 to 5, if he stops working, he'll not get the money for that, right? So I think we need to make a plan on how to stop doing that. One of those plans, long term, is investing into real estate, to get passive income, but that's a long term plan, right? So we need to make our business in a way and build systems and hire the right people in a way that if we step away from our business, if I step away from mortgages, let's say for a week, it doesn't impact my revenue. In fact, it just keeps compounding. I still don't know how to do that, except I'll hire the right people that would just like complement our business, but we still need to figure out a way. And I would highly urge anyone who is listening to this, I'm not saying that you have to do this before you make money. If you are becoming a realtor, you still need to sell those houses yourself and trade time for dollars, but also keep an eye that long term, again, 5-year goal should be
कि मैं ऐसा क्या करूं कि मेरे को रोज ऑफिस ना जाना पड़े या रोज ये काम ना करना पड़े, and still there's money coming in my account.
Like Warren Buffett says that if you make money while you sleep, that's when you become wealthy, right? So I think that's where we need to get, and we'll be taking steps, towards that, and we'll be sharing that on Grow with Nav and this channel as we go. But these are the 5 things that we'll stop doing. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found some value. Do share your top thing that you'll stop doing in 2023 in the comments below.
और हम कल जा रहे हैं कैलगरी. आई एम सो एक्साइटेड टू show you around Calgary again, meet a lot of people in Calgary. I'm so looking forward to home tour bhi. Yes, we have closed our Calgary house and I'm so excited to see that. So yeah, more things coming.
That's all we have for today. मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, and please subscribe to the channel. बहुत सारी मस्त वीडियोस आने वाली हैं. बाय.